My name's Eric Wilson, I'm 77 years old. I'm from Romford. I've lived in Romford many years. I've been volunteering with the volunteering service in Romford, did it for 18 months for the vaccinations, and Havering were very kindly to give me an award for my services, for the amount of hours I did. And it was something that I felt very strongly about, mainly because when you get to my age, there's not much you can do, so it took a lot of time. And it was great, meeting lots of people, all different ages, and I think it shows you the community spirit that you get people so dedicated. There are so many things that people can volunteer, even if it's 4 hours a week. It helps a community, and I think that's what today we need, community assistance, we really do. Our jobs we were doing, we was mainly taking time that the nurses would have had to do, and the nurses and the doctors all were so thankful. They just said we couldn't have done 1,000 injections a day if the volunteers hadn't been there. You know, we used to do the meet and greet, we used to then help with paperwork, show them to what nurse they were going to, then look after them after their 15 minutes break, you know, when they had to wait for 15 minutes, and then make sure that was okay. And also we had volunteers showing people in the car park where to park. So it was a very big job of saving nurses' time and doctors' time, and I think that was the most important. And I think that's how they appreciated, you know, that we were there, you know, and they could call on us any time, which was great. And the amount of vaccinations we did at Victoria Hospital in Romford was amazing. You know, when you think we were doing something in 2 shifts, so we're doing 1,100 a day. That's a lot of vaccinations. And we did it in the rain, we did it in the snow, we did it with the hail and everything else. So it was you know, very rewarding. It's not only good for the people we're helping, but it's also good for you, because how good you feel. You're making someone, you know, someone happy, and you go home with a night and you think, oh, that's worthwhile. And I think it's a rewarding, very rewarding, whatever you do. We had lots of doctors, and on our last, when it closed, they had a lovely party for us. They supplied loads of food and drink, and we had a lovely party. And it was just that encouraging word when you went home, thank you. Thank you. We couldn't do it without you, and that's all you need. You never know when you're going to need someone. You know, I live on my own, and I've got family. But one lives in Oxford, one lives in Stevenage. But I have contact. But if it wasn't any community sort of basis, it's very lonely. But you've got to make the effort to not be lonely. That's the way I feel, and I think that's most important. Community.